So Drake and UMG are going to have to mediate. What does that mean? Chillin' with Moni has this video for us, so you guys know what we're about to do. How's it going, Jtomreactions community and YouTube? It's your boy Jtomreactions, and I am here. I'm here with another edition of Jtomreactions. Yeah. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. Why is it wow? Because the Drake news in another edition of Drake news, Drake versus UMG are gonna have to sit down together like if they were a broken up couple about to be divorced. That's essentially what is going on. But Chillin' with Moni is going to have this breakdown for us. And you already know Chillin' with Moni has some of the best breakdowns. So we're going to go ahead and check it out. But before we get to you, Chillin' with Moni. Before we get to you, Chillin' with Moni. For everybody in the back that hasn't yet subscribed to the Jtomreactions community. What community is that? That's my community. The Jtomreactions community. Hey. All you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this video. And let me know what you guys think of Drake versus UMG going into mediation before the appeal. All right. Let me know what you guys think of it. Do you guys think that they will, come together and essentially come up with a solution? Or do you think that this is going to go into the next couple of years? Let me know down in the comment section. Also, go ahead and hit that hype button for me, and also the noti bell wherever it is, so that way YouTube can let you know whenever I drop another video. Now, Chillin' with Moni, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Chillin' with Moni, Jtomreactions, you already know. Let's go.
Hey, cousin, who you chillin' with? I'm chillin' with Moni.
Hey cousins, welcome back to the crib. Your favorite cousin Moni here. Hope y'all are doing great to start your work week. Go ahead and smash the like button on your way in. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe to join the family.
Y'all know what to do. When you're on my page, you guys know what to do. If you guys want to watch this uninterrupted, just go ahead and click the link in the description. And also, if you guys do that, do me a favor and hit that subscription button for her, and also go ahead and like her video and also hype her video for her, so that way she can get on the algorithm and kick everybody else's asses. All right, let's go.
On this road to 30K cousins, and would love to have you a part of the family. So cousins, let's get into the latest update on the Drake versus UMG situation, especially before the spinners come out of the woodwork. I think it's important that we all understand why we are here in the first place.
Hey, I just got that reference. The spinners, because they like to spin narratives. Hey, I saw what you did there. Hey, that was a good one.
So, if you recall, Drake filed a lawsuit against UMG. Okay. All behind Kendrick's Not Like Us record. Mm-hmm. Drake claimed that he was defamed, and UMG was taking extraordinary measures to promote the record, including the use of bots. Once they got to the courtroom, Drake and his legal team were unable to file or provide any truth, right? No proof of defamation, no proof of botting, no evidence that UMG did anything outside of the norm for a major label promoting a hit record. The judge,
and also, it just looked very desperate. They were drawing for straws that didn't even have anything to do with the defamation case. It had nothing to do with it. They wanted Kendrick's contract. They wanted Kendrick's criminal record. For what? For what? For what? Wow. Why do you need Kendrick's contract? Why? It's obvious that he has a clause in there that you can't censor him. It's obvious. And you just needed to see it, but you wanted to see more information on Kendrick's contract so that way you can get the same treatment, right? But if you disclose that information, it is then considered You're trying to go into confidential records that cannot be disclosed because it is a confidentiality. You sign a confidentiality agreement whenever you sign a contract with a company, and the person that is signing with them also signs a confidentiality agreement. So both signatures of both parties are present in that contract, said contract. So essentially, you're trying to disclose confidential information, how much he makes, how, like, sensitive information that you shouldn't be having. But you were trying to get that information. You were basically drawing at straws. You were also trying to get Kendrick's kids' paternity test to see if Dave Free was the father. Like, I thought you had this information. You said in the Hard Part 6 that all of these things were facts. Everything that you said were facts. And if you had said information, why are you asking for it? Why are you asking for it? But I digress. I'm sorry, Chinlo Mamoni.
Judge also pointed out something simple but important. This was a rap battle, and Drake participated in this willingly. You don't get to sign up for the smoke and then claim defamation when you get punched in your fucking mouth.
Right?
It don't work that way. So the case was dismissed. Instead of Drake just accepting the ruling, he refused to let it go.
He didn't just get punched in the mouth. He got bitch slapped too. Oh, man. And then Kendrick danced on the grave with Not Like Us. Oh, man. You know, like whenever in UFC, I've seen it once or twice. Like when somebody gets knocked out, the other person stands right on top of them. Right? Like saying, yeah, I did that. That essentially was what Kendrick did with Not Like Us. He stood over Drake once he punched him out, once he knocked him out. And then Drake got back up and he's like, yo, I don't want any problems, but all my shit is facts. I don't want any problems. I'll see you in court. That's essentially what he did. In a nutshell. All right, let's go.
And Drake filed an appeal, essentially asking a higher court to revive or review the claims he couldn't substantiate the first time. And Cousins, this appeal is exactly why we have today's major update. So the United States Courts of Appeals for the Second Circuit just released a new filing, and the judges have now taken things into their own hands. On November 17th, 2020.
Okay, so it says the counsel Kathleen M. Scanlon and Chief Circuit Mediator will hold a mediation. It's going to be a 3-hour mediation. A telephone mediation. Oh, Lord. Counsels are directed to be prepared to discuss the legal merits of each issue on appeal, settlement possibilities, and the narrowing or clarification of issues. So basically, if they can't come to a settlement, this is where the appeals court will make a decision whether or not to grant the appeal. So let's continue. Information shared during a camp proceeding is confidential. Attorneys and other participants are prohibited from disclosing what is said in a camp proceeding to anyone other than clients, principals, or co-counsel. See Local Rule 33. Hey, so Drake, you better stay off of social media. No putting this on social media, sir. Put your phone down. Counsel must proceed with the so ordered briefing schedule. See Local Rule 31.2. Mediation does not constitute an extraordinary circumstance for the purpose of seeking a briefing extension. See Local Rule 27.1. Any questions? Yeah, call that, email, call that number or email. So
25, the court issued an official civil appeals mediation program order, also known as CAMP, requiring that both sides participate in mediation. And this is crucial to understand because neither Drake nor UMG asked for this mediation. The court ordered it. So this doesn't mean Drake suddenly has a stronger case. This doesn't validate his claims. This is not the court agreeing with him. What it does,
it's not a win. No. Because at this point, UMG may have control. Because here they're going to come out and say, hey, Drake decided to go into this battle. You're gonna talk and you basically have Drake in the palm of your hands. That's crazy.
Need is the court wants to see if the parties involved can resolve or narrow the issues before they consume judicial resources with a long and expensive appeal. So what the mediation is and what it is not is the following, because let's be clear, we have to be crystal clear with a lot of these people. The mediation will not decide who is right, who's wrong, whether Not Like Us was defamation, whether UMG promoted the song too heavily, or whether bots were used. The mediation will explore whether the case can be settled, whether issues can be narrowed, whether the appeal can resolve early, or whether both sides can make some type of an agreement before the judges get deeply involved. Because if this appeal continues normally, judges will then spend the next 1 to 2 years combing through filings, transcripts, exhibits, and arguments.
Hey, 1 to 2 years is crazy. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to be spending. Oh, that's crazy.
From both sides. So they don't want to waste their time. So mediation is the court saying, before we head down that road, let's see if y'all can figure this shit out without us. Right. Okay? But as far as the document goes, the mediation details from the court order is as following. The date is going to be Friday, December 19, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The format is going to be a telephone mediation for a 3-hour block, and the participants required are the attorneys only. The mediation will be led by Kathleen M. Scanlon, excuse me if I butchered that, the court's chief circuit mediator. And it all is going to happen under a strict confidentiality. So no one can publicly report what is being discussed over this phone call. Not the attorneys, not the judges, and it cannot be reported to the public. So the court stresses that mediation does not pause or delay the appeal. I think that's also important to note. So Drake's legal team must continue preparing their appellate brief on schedule, which means negotiations happen while the legal fight continues behind the scenes. It's basically...
So basically, all this is just to try to figure out if UMG and Drake can settle whatever it is that they want to settle. If they even want to settle. Because if they're like 100%. Hey, we didn't do this. All we were doing was our job. We're promoting. That's all we do. We promote it. We didn't promote it extra heavier than what we promoted yours. We promoted them both the same. All they have all they have to do is just continue. Why settle if they don't have anything to hide? So it really all depends on Drake. If Drake wants to settle and be like, hey, I just, you guys did this to me and la da 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 da. And if UMG's like, hey, we didn't do anything, we just want you to understand we didn't do anything. Then it's up to Drake to be like, hey, I want to continue this appeal. They're not going to listen to me. So basically, all this mediation is they're going to sit down, have a conversation. If they don't want to settle or come to an agreement or anything like that, then we're going to see if the Court of Appeals is going to take this or run with it. That's basically what this is.
A 2-track process. What could happen next? One of 3 things will happen after December 19th. 1, they can reach a settlement. The appeal will then end quietly. 2, they can narrow what the issues are and the appeal goes forward, but with a smaller scope. And 3, they settle absolutely nothing and the appeal just continues into the full briefing and possibly oral arguments in 2026. So no matter what, this mediation is a strategic moment and not a judgment. I hope this was simple and plain enough for y'all to understand. There are people who are going to try to spin this in a certain someone's favor. Don't fall for it. I personally do not believe UMG will settle anything. It does not appear that they want to settle anything with Drake. Drake is just pulling at straws, in my opinion. But it's reasonable that he's doing. His reputation is on the line at the end of the day. So how are y'all feeling? How is this going to play out? Let me know your thoughts below. Before heading out, please smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And check the description.
Hey, y'all. Shout out to Chillin' with Moni. Good shit. W video. Hey. So here are my thoughts. Basically, Drake and UMG are just going to sit down and have a conversation for 3 hours. There's going to be mediators. There's going to be people there trying to, control the conversation between each other so that way it doesn't get heated. In this, they're going to sit down and try to see if they can come to a conclusion. If not, the appeal is going to go through and is going to be sent to the Court of Appeals, whether or not it's going to be appealed. But yeah, what do I think about it? I think that, again, just like Moni said, those are my sentiments. Exactly. I think that he's just drawing at straws. He's been drawing at straws this whole entire time. To be honest with you, I think that Not Like Us was just an amazing song. And it wasn't promoted as heavily as Drake is trying to make it seem. If you think about it, if Drake would have won, the winning song would have been promoted exactly the same. And that's just the way it is. Just like Back to Back was. Y'all remember Back to Back. That was the winning song. And you saw what happened. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Take it or leave it. This has been your boy Jtomreactions. I'm out this bitch. Shout out to you guys for subscribing. And if you guys want to go ahead and subscribe, all you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Hit the noti bell on your way out. Also hype the video for me so that way I could get on the algorithm. It's been your boy Jtomreactions. I'm out this bitch. Ya tu sabes. You guys already know. Let's fucking go.